Some artists become so inextricably linked to youth over time that it's hard to imagine them in old age, amid signs of aging such as a faded beard belly or graying hair. One such artist is Freddie Mercury, whose unique voice has remained in music history. Although he is long gone among us, his musical influence continues to shine, and sometimes one wonders if medical technology in his time had reached the level it has today, would he have been able to continue his life? Freddie Mercury was a true rock and roller, leading a passionate life of partying and excess. He lived life to the fullest and rocked so brightly that even the rock heroes of the 60s seemed humble under him. He was a star until he learned of his incurable disease, which was called the plague of the 20th century. At the time, with limited medical options, such a diagnosis was like a death sentence. Even Freddie, despite his financial resources, could not change anything. However, he accepted this terrible news with dignity, did not break down and did not retreat. In the 5 years allotted to him, he did more than many other artists have done in their entire lives. He worked tirelessly, recorded 2 solo albums and 2 with Queen, the last of which was released just before he left. Even with his limited health, he continued to star in music videos and tried to lead an active lifestyle as much as his strength allowed. It should be noted that only his closest friends and bandmates knew the price that had to be paid for his determination and efforts. The disease gradually left its traces. Freddie began to lose weight. Tons of makeup had to be used, and he rarely appeared in public. During the recording of The Show Must Go On, Freddie was so weak that his colleagues doubted whether he could stand. But he drank a glass of water and recorded his parts the first time, putting into his voice all the pain and despair he was feeling at that moment. The song became one of Queen's best compositions. Never before had Freddie Mercury's vocals sounded so piercing. On the eve of his passing, the artist prepared an official statement for journalists, in which he told about his illness and the fact that he had not long to live. Just the next day he was gone. Freddie Mercury remained strong and full of desire to live until the very end. To wrap up, it is worth saying that thanks to medical advances, many people with a similar diagnosis to Freddie's are now leading full lives. However, the therapy that could have helped him only became available after his passing. Had it existed in his time, perhaps Freddie Mercury would have continued to delight us with his creativity and would have remained in our hearts as an eternally young and great artist.